Hi Pisces, welcome to your reading. This is going to be for May 2023. It is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. If this one doesn't resonate, definitely check out, those other placements. It is a general reading, so it may not resonate for everyone who watches. So we are going to get into your current energy, the near future, what you don't see coming, and then what Spirit wants you to focus on this month. And then we'll take a look at love after that, if you'd like to stick around for that. If you are returning, welcome back. If you are new, welcome. I do hope if you enjoy the messages, you'll consider subscribing. And if you would like a personal reading, that information's in the description box below. All right, so let's get a feel for what's going on for your overall energy in May. We have the Four of Swords, so it's going to be important for you to think things through this month. Give it a little bit of time before you make any decisions. I keep hearing the word rash. So you want to be cautious in not making rash decisions. It's happiness, though, when you can think things through from a place of relaxation instead of tension or feeling distraught or in a place of like scurrying energy. I feel like it's very calm and relaxed, and I have the ability to make this choice. There isn't anything pressing or forcing me to make decisions. I just get to make these choices. So in your current energy, we have the King of Swords. Okay, so this feels like somebody else's energy who's around you. It feels like a very powerful energy, but this could be you as well. So let's talk about the other energy I'm picking up on. This could be a boss figure, somebody who's going to be very direct. I feel like you have a lot of respect for, and approaches you in a way that is very clear, cut, and concise. So whatever choices you have to make, whoever this energy is that's coming either towards you or that's already in your experience, they're going to be very honest with you about how they feel. And I think you're going to do the same in return. It feels very dualistic, meaning both you and this person see things similarly. So then we have the King of Wands. For those of you dealing with two different energies, you could have to make a decision about one or the other. And that could be in anything in your life. It doesn't have to just be romantic. But I think there's one that you feel is a smarter decision. So if this is a job, the other, you may not have the passion for any longer, or you've had to realize that maybe that's all there was in the situation and it's lost its fire. So you want to make a decision that's based more on your headspace than your desire at this time. Not saying that you don't want to desire what you're doing or the person that you're picking. It's not that. It's that the drive is different this month. It's coming from a more intellectual place. The Strength in reverse, yeah, this wears you out. So just be aware of how much something could be pulling on your energy. It could be tiring, or maybe you don't have the courage right now to make that choice. And that's why Spirit's showing you the Four of Swords, to take your time. There is no rush. There's nothing that you have to decide right this very moment. I think you have the space and the time to do so that you can make the right decision for yourself. Now, in the near future, we have the Four of Wands. Oops. All right, well, let's put that back up, knocking that over. If something's disrupting your home life in any way, I would say you understand that that's part of the reason that you need to make a clear decision. Now, the Four of Wands, obviously, this could mean a breakup of a situation. It doesn't have to necessarily mean a person. This could also be making decisions around moving or not moving. If you're deciding that you don't want to, this would be an indication to me that you're not going to move. So I don't think you need to worry about making that decision right away in the month of May. It's just not time for that. Knight of Pentacles, something's going to move forward, but it's going to move forward slowly. Like I said, this is a time where things need to be dealt with methodically and from a very grounded place. You want to move with, and I'm not saying you're not intelligent, move with intelligence. Think about how this is going to affect your resources. Think about how you want to create something in your financial place. And if moving right now is not the right financial decision, then I would encourage you not to do so. The Devil, we have, so something that you had felt bound to, someone, some situation. Maybe it's because you felt like you weren't in a position and you hadn't seen growth or a change, or there's something that you wanted first before you made that decision. Just know you're not bound to anything. There could be some toxicity within a past situation that you're dealing with, and you just want it to, I think it's going to clear its own path. It's just going to take a little bit of time. So I wouldn't worry too much about it, because you have the time and space, or at least spirit seems to want to let you know that you have that time and space to make those choices. So we have the Emperor in reverse in your what you don't see coming, the page of, okay, this makes perfect sense to me, because somebody is not showing up in their power, at least not in the way that you need them to in your life. This could also be somebody in a work situation that interferes with your home life because they don't seem to be able to control themselves. And when I say that, I mean, when we take energies from work home with us and it's affecting how we feel, that's not a good thing. I wouldn't be concerned about this, because you're going to move past it. Somebody's got very emotionally immature energy, and whoever this is just needing to work through their own stuff themselves. To me, this tells me that you're going to follow what feels best to you emotionally. And again, it's not a fast-moving energy. You're just going to take the time to feel it through and make choices both on your emotions and where you want to be financially before you make a decision. And that could have to do with both your work and your personal. All right, so what Spirit wants you to focus on, the Eight of Pentacles. This is going to be a month where you're going to have to put in the work, the effort, the things, especially at your job. If you want to see the changes, and I think this is why you're getting very clear about what you want and making sure you make the right choice, because this is going to be definitely a lot of energy put into something around your workspace. Something's definitely going to change. So Spirit wants you to focus on letting what doesn't work any longer, leave your experience, and let this new thing, this new change that's happening unfold for you, because it's going to. Some things you'll have to make decisions about. Other things, they're just coming in to be cleared or changed. Something's dying away and something new is coming in. The Six of Swords, it may not feel good while it's happening. I'm not going to say it's going to. You may still be in this place where you feel like, God, am I ever going to get to the other side of this? Absolutely. I think what they're saying basically is keep your head down, do what you've got to do, allow these changes to happen. Even if it's a little bit uncomfortable, they're still going to come in and happen, but you have more choice in the matter than maybe you did in the past. So what your challenge is, walking away from something or having left something behind because you know that this is your energy. When I get the Empress in the upright and the Emperor in the reverse in this way, and this is the challenge, it's standing in your power can be a challenge, and walking away from something that you're afraid is going to hurt is going to be tough. But you know what you deserve. And at times, I think you still question yourself. It's not that you don't know you deserve. We all know we deserve it. But truly making a decision and walking away from something that is emotionally difficult is never easy. None of us wants to hurt. So I think for you now, it's really, really owning that you deserve to be in this place and to be treated this way, regardless of gender. It doesn't matter, flip them or whatever. Okay, so next, let's go ahead and clarify this Four of Swords and what's going to be on your mind. Let me get these cards right before I pull them. Okay, what's going on for Pisces? Okay, this card keeps wanting to jump out. Page of Cups. I think you're realizing that you've been dealing with a lot of people and situations around you that have or lack emotional maturity. And it's just not something that you can, it's not palpable any longer. Let me cut this one more time and then we'll start. Okay. So we have the Emperor in the upright here. So to me, this is strong take charge energy on your part. This was somebody else, that's you. Again, Emperor, Empress, you could embody both. Obviously, we all embody both masculine and feminine energies, but this is you taking on the more masculine side of your energy and realizing that you have the control. You really do. You have full control over the things and the choices that you make in your life. If there is a child involved and you have a choice that you have to make, it could be difficult because you want to still be the parent. That's just a side note. But this is you fully embodying that side of your energy this month and making decisions from that place, which makes sense because the King of Swords makes decisions from a place of integrity and his mind, not necessarily his emotions. Yes, you're going to hear it with the Knight of Cups, move emotionally, but slowly. It's not going to be the primary energy that you focus on this month. And then we have the Ace of Pentacles, because this is going to open up new doors, new spaces, new experiences for you. Not only will you probably have new experiences and feel more like a boss, some of you could be actually moved up to a boss-like position. This is a new thing coming into your life, and it's definitely around your career. So keep an eye out and make the choices that are best for you. After that, we have the King of Cups. That's telling me that you don't want to bring too much emotion. You want to make decisions from this place. King of Swords with the King of Wands, those two separate energies. Something didn't turn out the way that you had expected with one person, with a work situation, and maybe that dream has to be set aside or released, and you need to heal in order to allow this new experience to come in. The King of Wands in reverse with the Strength card, something was wearing you out and you realized that it wasn't moving forward with the Knight of Cups, or that person wasn't putting in the same type of energy that you were, and you want to make the right choice for yourself. You don't want to make a mistake. And I think you know, because I can't tell you, you're all very different, which one of those situations is going to work best for you. The Four of Wands in reverse with the the Knight of Pentacles, we have the Hierophant in reverse. This is a little bit of a lack of faith that things are going to work out. I promise you they are. They always do work out. Are they comfortable? Not necessarily, but anything that's been feeling toxic, difficult, and that you didn't feel like you could move beyond, it's moving slowly, and you will get to the other side of it. So May is going to show you how you're going to get to the other side of it. You're going to think smart, you're going to think fast, and you're going to, you're going to think fast. You don't have to make the decision fast. Just know that, have faith that you will get past any toxic energies that you're dealing with, anything that you have felt bound to. And as far as the moving situation, I'm going to stick with what I said before. You don't have to right away. I think this is something that's going to move slowly, and you'll get where you need to be before you make that decision. The Knight of Pentacles with the Devil, we have the Queen of Pentacles. And for most of you, it is because you want to make sure that you have things in place. The Queen of Pentacles needs, wants, and desires stability and a sense of independence. And if you don't have that within your relationships, personally or otherwise, you need to release what's not working around you, anything you feel bound to for whatever reason, so that you can get to that space. And that's what you're creating here in the near future. The Emperor with the Page of Cups in reverse. The Eight of Pentacles, not putting energy into something like this anymore. Okay, that's what you don't see coming. You're going to withdraw your energy from the scenarios I discussed that I don't think you're willing or wanting to put energy to anymore. The Knight of Cups with the Page of Cups in reverse, the Seven of Pentacles, because you realize that if you don't go after the things that you love or the relationships that fulfill you, and you keep putting into energy into things that don't grow. Eight of Pentacles putting in the energy. Seven of Pentacles, both in reverse, is saying that you don't want to keep feeding something that isn't growing. If you're watering it and watering it and watering it and it still isn't, then that's an indication to you that it's time. And again, I feel you making decisions based on not fully emotional, but just something that feels more fulfilling that way. Eight of Pentacles with the Death card, the Sun in reverse. Like I said, this is not going to necessarily be the easiest change, and you're not sure actually. I think Spirit's trying to say it can be difficult at times, but what they're trying to release from your life with the Death card and the change that they're trying to make may feel like it's not going to make you happy, but what they're trying to do is pull something from your experience that was not making you happy so that you can get to the other side. So again, keeping your head down, you're going to be putting a lot of work into the things that matter this month, allowing these external things to happen and the changes to be made so that we can pull some of that dissatisfaction, that toxic energy or people from your experience. The Death with the Six of Swords, there's that King of Wands. Funny because usually, again, I said this to Cancer, this is usually my narcissist card. And it could be that you had somebody who's very narcissistic. And you're realizing now, this truly isn't making me happy. I don't care how passionate this person comes across. I've put too much energy. They have just not shown up the way that I need them to. And this is also you, I feel, taking control. A lot of duality in these cards today, which I don't usually get. You are going to be so inspired and so passionate. And this is kind of a side eye. Like, you're going to be looking at things differently. Like, you can't fool me. Like, I know better now. And I need to get to a better place because this isn't bringing me joy. So if it has to go through a death and rebirth process in order for you to get out of it, then it has to. So here with that challenge of walking away from something because it's going to be better for you, a part of you has a hard time believing that something that you truly desire is going to come in. So is that a challenge? Yes. And a lot of times we experience that in different, stages of our life. So it may just be a little bit of a challenge to believe that the great is still coming, but it is. It always is. It may not feel like it right now, but something better is always coming. You're past a lot of the challenges. All of us are. All of us, through these massive changes that have happened astrologically, have gotten through a really tough time. And you've done the work that you've needed to do. We need to progress past all of the pain and the healing and the things that have happened and start taking charge of our lives. A certain collective has gotten to this place, and I think that's a lot of my collective anyway that listens to me. You guys are at a place now where you've healed a lot and you're ready to move forward. So you're taking the world by the you-know-whats. Okay, so I'm going to get into the love section. If for any reason you don't want to stick around for that, thank you for being here. Don't forget to hit that like button if you enjoyed the messages. And let's get on with those of you that want to see love. The Empress is coming back up. So you're going to have both energies really, really strongly showing up. It may be a challenge for you to grasp that you deserve it, because you do. That's all I'm going to say about that. You do deserve it. You always have. All right. Let's see what love messages we get first, and then we'll do you and your person. So we have wedding. Interesting. Somebody could get engaged this month. Not for everybody, but it came up. And there is an engagement card, but I felt engaged with the wedding card. For some of you, this could be the month that you are getting married. We'll see. Healing family issues, your love life benefits as you forgive your parents. Still working through some of that, but most of you, yes, you have worked through a lot of that trauma, which bled into your relationships and the things that you needed to learn. So if it was a marriage that you're finally releasing and you're moving forward into something new, fantastic. Release your ex. Coming after that means that some of you that have held on to residual feelings, that things that happened in a marriage or a long-term relationship, you realize that you had to heal those family issues in order to move forward. So yes, it is time to release the ex, especially if you were dealing with the narcissist that we talked about in the main reading. All right, so let's see what energies come out for you and your person. Now, it doesn't have to be somebody you're with if you're just thinking about it. I'll get as many messages as I can. All right, let's see. We've got the High Priestess in reverse, the Page of Wands, Devil in reverse. Okay, interesting, because this person doesn't have a tremendous amount of confidence. Do I think they're toxic? No. Do I think they trust their spirituality and their intuition and things like that? Maybe they're starting to embrace some of it. Are they at the level you are? I don't think so. But I think they're trying to see things from a new place. Unfortunately, I just don't think they have a lot of confidence. You are out of your hermit mode. It's in reverse. King of Cups in reverse, Six of Pentacles, and okay. This is interesting. You are definitely embodying, regardless of your gender, your masculine energy. And this is saying you're looking at this from a perspective of passion, connection. Maybe you feel stronger about this person and you recognize that you can't give so much to the situation. If this person has problems that they're dealing with, meaning they have insecurities or something of that sort, and maybe they're not as spiritually evolved, it doesn't necessarily mean that you don't care for the person or there isn't some kind of connection. You may still have passion for them and not want to give up on it. If you've released this and you're working on something new and someone's trying to put in the effort and they want to see this from a new place, they may be a little bit younger or they just have a younger energy. Over here, you've got something that you still want to give to. You just know better than to overgive or open yourself up. Maybe you're a little protected emotionally because you know that you've been hurt in the past and you don't want that to happen again. Let's see. Okay. So we had the Ten of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. They wanted me to look, so I did. My feeling is that you definitely are in line, let me put it that way, to getting to a place of stability and also a partnership that is very fulfilling in many different ways. It could be a power couple, which is what this will represent, especially in love. It could also just mean that something really beneficial happens. Both of you benefit in your work lives because you become partners. It really inspires both of you and you end up doing very well because you're together. Let's get a little bit of advice. What's next for this situation? So we have the Five of Swords. There's a little bit of stress, maybe overthinking that's there. The Queen of Cups. I think this is Spirit's way of saying just make sure you focus on yourself. Don't allow yourself to open up too much. Queen of Cups, King of Cups in reverse. So you may not want to move too quick emotionally. You want to make sure that you make the right decision. But it does seem like you're a little bit stressed out about what to do. And then we have Judgment, which, listen, it's already kind of written. It is. Your soul had a contract. You made a decision about the souls that you wanted to come in contact with and the experiences you wanted to have in this life. Judgment just says it's kind of like an out-of-body experience that she's having here. It's like you're asking for the answer, but it's actually within. You know that. So this is up to you. You have free will. And in this case, Spirit's trying to say to you, you've worked through this stuff, which is important, and you are going to have to make a decision. The reading can't tell you what to do. It never would. I wouldn't ever say this is what you're supposed to do. But I think you know better, and the choice is really up to you. And yes, it can be a little bit stressful, but let's get one more card. So the Ten of Cups. Something is definitely not as fulfilling, or maybe there's a fear that it may not be fulfilling or you're going to make the wrong decision. There's something about this fear about you making the wrong decision. I trust you, so I think you should have more faith in yourself. Let's see what we got from the Lover's Oracle. Oh, that was quick. Surrender. At times we must surrender the old before something new can enter our lives. Let go and all will work out, okay? So if you are questioning whether you need to release something, this is what Spirit's saying. Surrender. Absolutely surrender something old so that a new experience can come in. Give thanks for the blessings of love soon to come your way. Know that you deserve to be and have all that your heart truly desires. And it doesn't matter if you're choosing between two people. Just know the love is going to come from the situation that you choose, that you know is right for you. Balance. Love is not always about agreeing just for the sake of it. A great relationship is one that both supports and challenges. And then we have embrace. Through each other, you find the missing pieces. So whichever choice you make, I feel like Spirit's trying to say something is going to come together. You're really going to expand in that relationship. And I don't think we're missing anything. I kind of don't like saying that something's missing. But when they put it like they did in this card, you may feel like just the connection is what was missing. You like having that connection with another human being. So that could be the missing piece. I don't think there's anything missing in you. All right, let's see what we get for the wisdom of the Oracle to close this out. So we've got truth be told, honesty. You've got to be honest with yourself, and you know that. You could be born on the 14th, the 1st, the 4th, or the 5th of the month. And those dates could also be significant, especially the 14th of May. So keep your eyes out for that date. Never-ending story. You know this is coming to an end. Anything that's been cyclical and you've constantly repeated, you know better now. So there are no excuses. You know that the decision that you need to make is going to stop this repetitive pattern. You could be 37, born on the 3rd, the 7th, or the 10th of the month. Deep knowing. Exactly. You know best what's going to be best for you. You could be 43, born on the 4th, the 3rd, or the 7th of the month. And then thinker, remember at the beginning of the reading, the Four of Swords. So thinking things through, making decisions based on what's going to be best for you, most balanced for you. Fours to me are about balance and money and good things coming in. Fours could be significant in your life because there are a lot of fours showing up in these cards. You've got the 14, the 43. What did this have on it? Okay, 37. So at least 4 fours, which is a good sign to me that things are definitely going to balance out, especially around home life and finances in the month of May, or at least it's going to feel that way energetically. All right, my loves, those were your messages. Thank you so, so much for being here. And don't forget to hit that like button. And if you would like a personal reading, the information's in the description box below or the about section of my channel. Sending you tons and tons of love. I hope you enjoy your month, and I will see you in the next one.